Good morning, children. Today we are discussing the second half of chapter 2 on the trade of the earliest people, that is in history. Today we will discuss again the two methods of making stone tools. There are two methods. The first one is called stone on stone method. The second one is called pressure flaking method. The first method is that only the two differences are in the first method we are using two stones. Okay, this is the core. Core means a stone with which a stone tool is made. एक पत्थर उससे क्या बनाते हैं? स्टोन टूल बनाते हैं. उस पत्थर को क्या बोलते हैं? कोर बोलते हैं. सो एक पत्थर दैट इज कोर हाथ में लिया, दूसरा एक और पत्थर लिया, उससे क्या करते हैं? स्ट्राइक करते हैं. स्ट्राइक मार मार के फ्लेक्स निकालते हैं, एक एक टुकड़ा निकालते हैं. फिर क्या हो गया? इधर शार्प हो जाते हैं. तो दैट इज द स्टोन टूल. एक साइड से निकाल दिया, स्ट्राइक करके अच्छे से निकाल दिया, तो इधर शार्प हो गया, एक साइड शार्प हो गया, दूसरा साइड ब्लंट हो गया. सो ये शार्प वाला जगह से क्या करते हैं? हंटिंग के लिए और टीयरिंग मीट के लिए, ये सब करने के लिए यूज करते हैं. क्या हो गया ये? दिस इज द फर्स्ट मेथड, स्टोन ऑन स्टोन मेथड. द सेकेंड मेथड इज दैट प्रेशर फ्लेकिंग. हियर क्या करते हैं? हाथ में नहीं लेते, एक फर्म जगह पे, एक पत्थर के ऊपर या कहीं भी एक फर्म स्ट्रॉन्ग जगह पे रख दिया और दूसरा स्टोन, एक और स्टोन निकाल दिया, एक स्टोन उसके ऊपर रखते हैं ऐसे. और इसमें क्या डिफरेंस है? तीसरा स्टोन से मारते हैं. ओके, तीसरा स्टोन से अच्छे से फ्लेक्स निकाल दिए, स्ट्राइक करके, मतलब मार मार के इधर इस साइड से स्ट्राइक्स फ्लेक्स निकाल दिए. ओके, इधर से निकाल दी. ये दिस इज द फर्स्ट कोर, दिस इज द सेकेंड स्टोन, एंड बाय यूजिंग द थर्ड वन वी आर striking of flakes. Okay, मार के ऐसे. So क्या हो गया? The final result is the core will become sharp at one side, and we can use this as a tool for hunting and tearing meat and for other purposes. I think this is clear for all of you. Now we are moving to the next part, that is finding out about fire. Find the Kurnool caves on map 2. I will show you. Traces of ash have been found here. This suggests that people were familiar with the use of fire. Fire could have been used for many things, as a source of light, to roast meat, and to scare away animals. So, Kurnool. This is Kurnool. Kurnool, India. सदर्न साइड में कुरनूल केव्स है. सो कुरनूल केव्स में क्या हुआ है? सबसे पहले ऐश मिला है. एशेस हैव बीन फाउंड हियर. सो इससे हमें क्या पता चला? हमें पता है दे यूज्ड द पीपल ऑफ कुरनूल केव्स, नियर द कुरनूल केव्स यूज्ड फायर फॉर मेनी पर्पसेस. The uses of fire are given here. Source of light, as they are living in forest, it may be used as a source of light, to roast meat, and to scare away animals. Animals are scared of fire. That is why they may be used fire to scare away animals. The second, we are moving to the next heading, that is changing environment. This is very important. Please listen carefully. Around 12,000 years ago, there were major changes in the climate of the world, with a shift to relatively warm conditions. The big change क्या है? Shift to relatively warm conditions. Conditions change हो गया, climate change हो गया. बहुत cold climate से relatively warmer conditions आ गया, warmer climate आ गया. तो this results in many changes, okay, in the history of mankind. In many areas, this led to the development of grasslands. इसके वजह से क्या हुआ? Grasslands develop हो गया. Then what happened? This in turn, I think you can see this, led to increase in the number of deer, antelope, goat, sheep, and cattle. That is, animals that survived on grass. So this led to the increase because of this change in the climate, what happened? There happened an increase in the animals that survived on grass. Grass-eating animals has increased, such as deer, antelope, goat, sheep, all these animals. Now, this is the first change. And what happens? Those who hunted these animals now followed them, learning about their food habits and their breeding seasons. It is likely that this helped people to start thinking about herding and rearing the animals themselves. Fishing also became important. So when animals increased, what happened? People began to think about rearing these animals, herding and rearing these animals. So they began to herd animals, they began to rear these animals, they began to keep these animals with them. Fishing also became important. And that is the first change. And the second change is that this was also a time when several grain-bearing grasses, including wheat, barley and rice, grew naturally in different parts of the subcontinent. What happens with the increase, with the development of grasslands? What happened? Most of the grains are bear on the grasses, it's grown on the grasses. So what happens? Grain-bearing grasses, wheat, barley, rice, etc., etc. Such grain-bearing grasses also developed. Then what happened? Naturally, men, women, children probably collected these grains as food and learnt where they grew and when they ripened. This may have led them to think about growing plants on their own. So, the people began to collect these wheat, barley and rice from the grasses, from the plants. And what happens finally? They thought about growing these plants. Okay, on their own, अपने आप. ये तो naturally आ गया है ना? So this happened naturally. Then after that, after eating these grains, the people began to think about growing these grain-bearing grasses on their own. अपने आप उगाने के लिए सोचा. So these are the two changes. They began to rear animals. They began to grow plants. So these are the two changes. Next we are going to the next page, that is rock paintings and what they tell us. Many of the caves in which these people lived have paintings on the walls. Some of the best examples are from Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. These paintings show wild animals drawn with great accuracy and skill. So here one picture is given from a rock shelter. एक rock में से मिला है ये picture. तो it is said that the early human beings made this painting. Okay. So next one is that we are going to the next heading, that is who did what? We have seen that the earliest people hunted, gathered plant produce, made stone tools and painted on cave walls. Is there any way of finding out whether women hunted or men made stone tools, whether women painted or men gathered fruits and nuts? At present, we do not really know. However, there are at least two possibilities. It is likely that both men and women may have done many of these things together. It is also possible that some tasks were done only by women and others only by men. And again, these could have been there could have been different practices in different parts of the subcontinent. So it is nothing we are discussing about if men have did this or women did this like that. No, we don't have any proof about who did all these works and so and so. Okay, so this is nothing in this paragraph. it is said that two possibilities are there. Some may have been done, some works have been done by the men and some works have been done by women. All these things, nothing more important. Okay. Now a closer look Hansgi. Map 2, I will show you again this. A number of early Paleolithic sites were found here. At some sites, a large number of tools used for all sorts of activities were found. These were probably habitation cum factory sites. I think you remember habitation cum factory sites. In some of the other small sites, there is evidence to suggest that tools were made. Some of the sites were closer to springs. Most tools were made from limestone, which was locally available. Limestone was locally available, and stone tools were made with limestone. And most of the sites were I will discuss what is site. Some of the sites were close to springs. Springs means झरना होता है ना, झरना. तो पानी अंडरग्राउंड से पानी अपने आप बाहर आता है. So that is springs, small river जैसे. So most of the we know that most of the sites, most of people lived, or human beings lived near the water bodies. So that's all. This is the end of the chapter, and we have to discuss two things, and I have to show you Hansgi on map 2. See, Hansgi marked here. Hansgi. This is Hansgi. And we have to discuss site. What is site? Here you can see on page number 16. Sites means sites are places where the remains of things were found. Remains of things means tools, pots, buildings, etc. Where these remains are found, that place the historians, archaeologists called the place as site. These were made, used and left behind by people. These may be found on the surface of the earth, buried under the earth, or sometimes even under water. You will learn more about different sites in later chapters. Okay, so site means where the remains are found. Remember हमेशा याद रखना. Okay, it's a very important term. Sites means tools, pots, buildings were made at some places. Such places are called sites. And another one is that how to discuss names and dates. About names and dates means the Stone Age, the total Stone Age is divided into 3. The first one is Paleolithic period. Paleolithic period means, paleo means old, lithos means stone. Paleolithic means extends from 2 million years ago to about 12,000 years ago. 2 million years से 12,000 years तक जो स्टोन एज है, उस स्टोन एज को क्या बोलता है? पैलियोलिथिक पीरियड बोलता है. ओके, द सेकेंड वन इज दैट मेसोलिथिक पीरियड. मेसोलिथिक मीन्स मिडिल Stone Age. Mesolithic age. Mesolithic means middle Stone Age, and this extends from 12,000 years ago. 12,000 years ago till about 10,000 years ago. 12,000 से लेके 10,000 years तक क्या है? Middle Stone Age, that is Mesolithic period. And here one more word you have to learn, that microliths. What do you mean by microliths? मेसोलिथिक पीरियड में जो स्टोन टूल्स है, जो दैट इज यूज्ड बाय द अर्ली ह्यूमन बीइंग्स है ना, दैट स्टोन टूल्स वेर स्मॉल, टाइनी. The stone tools found in this period are generally tiny, and that is why this period that stone tools are called microliths. Lith matlab stone, micro means small, very small. Liths means stones. So that is called a microlith, means very small stone tools found in the Mesolithic period. And the third is that the third Stone Age is that up 10,000 years ago, from 10,000 years ago till now, that is called the Neolithic period. Neolithic, नियो मीन्स न्यू लिथिक स्टोन. सो 10,000 ईयर्स से लेके अब तक क्या बोलते हैं, नियोलिथिक पीरियड बोलते हैं. एंड दिस इज द 3 डिविजन्स ऑफ स्टोन एज. ओके, दैट इज Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic. So we completed chapter 2. Everything is over. Worksheet is given, question answers given, revision is over, everything is over. Now only this, and now this is my duty is over now. It is time to learn. You have to work for the exams very well. Read the chapters 2-3 times again and again. It's interesting chapters like a story. And syllabus I have already said. History 1-2 chapters, civics only 1 chapter, diversity. Okay, so all the best, learn very well. Thank you.